Welcome back everyone. So today I'm going to be fitting the rear boot speakers in the Smart Forfour. Now I've been using the readily available 3D printable brackets that you can get online. The only issue that I've found with them is for the Forfour, because I think they're built for the ForTwo. The Forfour were slightly too tall, and I've had to slightly modify them to get them to fit, but I will show you that a bit later. It's very simple. I am not using the 3-inch speakers or the genuine Mercedes mounts, but if you wanted to, I will put a link to them in the description, so you can buy the genuine Mercedes speakers, which are only 3 inches, and the genuine Mercedes mounts. They will fit exactly the same as how the aftermarket ones that I'm using are, but they're only 3 inches in diameter, where the ones that I'm using are 4. But apart from that, it's really simple. As always, I'm going to be using my Vibe Slick speakers, like I have done for the rest of the car, where I've got Vibe Slick 6 components throughout, and then I've also got the Vibe C10 sub in the boot as well. As you can see, the 3D printed mount, there is 5mm gap between the magnet and the mount. These are low profile speakers. They handle 90 watt because I have got the Vibe power box in the car powering all speakers, which I believe, if I remember rightly, is 60 watt RMS, so you did need speakers that will handle that, which is why I'm using the Vibe Slick 4 inches, because the 3 inches wouldn't have been strong enough. All I've done there is 3D printed them. What I've done is the mount, its uppermost is 45mm, where the original is 60mm. This had to be modified as well for the Vibe speakers, but that's easily done in any sort of splicing software. I use Bamboo Studio, and it's really simple. It takes about 5 minutes to sort these out, and then print wires again. It takes I think these took 2 hours, if I remember rightly, but I did the left and the right speaker at the same time. And the only other thing that I found with these is, because I think these are for the ForTwo and not the Forfour, only 2 out of the 3 mounts lined up, but it's fine. Once you've bolted it in, it is solid. So for the price wise, because I think these have cost me about £2 to make, I am not going to moan about the fitment. But yeah, so we'll crack on with the installation. First thing we need to do to remove the head unit, I'm just going to remove my phone charger. What you're going to need: panel tool. You've got 2 clips, one here, and then you've got 2 little hooks here. So get underneath the silver bit, pop it there, and then it will hook or hinge forward on. And then hinge down, push on the little connector there, that pulls that off. Next thing, it's torque 20 bit, if I remember rightly. Yep, torque 20, and you've got your 4 screws, one there, one there, one there, one there, to remove the screen. Panel tool again, in between these 2 bits of plastic, you see the hooks, both sides. And then wiggle the screen out. And you just got to remove the connectors on the back, which again, it's just a case of pressing down the clips, and sliding these out. So that's all you're doing, is just pressing down the clips and sliding out. You won't have this bit. This is the adapter that I've got for my reverse camera. So next thing, you've got 4 screws. You've got one there, and 2 at the bottom. Again, torque 20 bit. What you really could do with these, you really do need a decent magnetic screwdriver. If not, get yourself one of these little magnetic pickup tool, because that will save you from losing screws. Once all 4 screws are out, we're just going to wiggle this through, just feeding all the cable through. Like so. Next thing is this silver surround. To remove that, it is just clips. So panel tool underneath. I always start in this corner. You can do it with your hand. When you get to here though, there is a C-shaped clip, and it hooks in underneath your dash. So always just tilt it forward, and that's that. Out. Next thing, torque 20 screwdriver again. 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, to remove the head unit. Now they're removed, just simply trying to tuck them out of the way a bit. You just slide this up. And what you will need, again, you won't have this harness, because this is the adapter harness that I've got for the Vibe amp. And you'll need this connector here, the main square connector. And then all you're going to do is, I'll put a picture up in the description. I've done it onto the rear speakers. So all I've done is I have stripped the cable and soldered on the speaker cable to the rear left and right cables. And then all they do then is just run the speaker cable along through the side of the car to the rear of the car, obviously to the speakers. So first things first, seatbelt stay, and that is a torque 30 bit, and all we're going to do is just remove the seat stay. So the next thing is just to release this weather strip, or the door strip, and then with your panel tool, behind this black panel, and there's 2 clips, and you just pop it out, and that releases that. Next thing to do is, behind this little cover here, pop with your panel tool, that just pops out, torque 20 bit, unscrew this. Now all we're going to do is, again, just loosen this weather shield, starting at the top with your panel tool. There's just some clips behind, so now that that's loose, just unpop that bit, and then behind here on the carpet there's some little hooks that just hook down, and this carpet sits on some dowels. I'll show you once I've pulled it off. And now that moves out of the way. So as you can see on the back of here, you've got some little dowels and some little hooks where that just hooks over the carpet, and those little dowels sit in there. So now what you have is there's 3 screw dowels here. There's one here, one here, one here. Now I say all you have to do is offer up the speaker. Now what I do is I pull the cables out of the way and just offer that up. Just moving this cable out of the way, so that sits in there. Like I say, there is, for some it might be different for the Forfour, for the ForTwo I need to just work that one out, but there is this dowel and that foot doesn't line up. But once you use these are 6mm captive nuts, which have got like a big skirt bit at the bottom. Once you put them on, that's held in solid. So what I'll do is I'll screw that in now, and then we'll move. So that's all bolted in place now. Obviously now I've just got to deal with the cable. I'm doing this a bit around the wrong way because I've already run the cables, because I run these when I run my sub cables, because I knew I would be installing these speakers. But basically all you need to do, the car won't have this cable fitted, so you need to run 2 lengths of speaker cable to the front, and I will show you how to wire it in. On the Forfour it's really easy because you've already got the 4 channels available. On the ForTwo it's slightly different, but I will make a different video for the ForTwo. So basically all we're going to do is put those 2 bits together. So a couple of options. I can't find the other ends of these, so these are your generic Renault sort of speaker adapters, and what I did have was the female ends of that, which is what you normally have in the car, that I'd put on the speaker cables. But if not, you can use your normal speaker terminal straight to it, or if you wanted to, it all depends. I mean, these speakers come with cable anyway. You can just literally strip the cable, solder it, and then put it together. It's totally up to you. Now once that's all in, bolted, I just tuck the cables down behind these 2 cable tidies, and it's just a case of now just putting the panel back together the same way it came off. So that's the end of the video. As always, I hope it was useful. I hope it was helpful. Any questions, queries, comments, complaints, whack them in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll always leave my email address in the details sections. If you need to get hold of me, give me a shout. I'll always be happy to answer or help as best as I can. So that's really the end of the Vibe sort of speaker system for the car. I have now got full 10 speakers, I think it is. Oh God, try and work it out. No, yep, 10 speakers plus a sub, so technically 11 speakers, the Vibe slick system in the car, and it does sound brilliant. I have got a video clip of that on the sub install. Obviously, like I said, I had a couple of issues with the 3D printing of the mounts for the Forfour. ForTwo may be different. Hopefully, I will be doing a ForTwo soon, and I will make a video for that. So, because the wiring is slightly different, because you're going to have to add wiring to the car at the head unit, and you're also going to have to go into the car and code the car to allow the 4 channels as well. So there's a bit of coding, a bit more wiring involved with the ForTwo, but I'll go through all of that when I do the video. But thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. I've got a load more videos coming up, and I will see you in the next one.